Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Trina, as most of you already know. Whether you're here because you're my friend or family, or a friend told you about me, or Grandma Bonnie told you about me, I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to do an orange smoky eye. I was gonna put makeup on today at work, but I didn't have time, got too busy. So I figured might as well do my makeup since I was off earlier today than normal, and I have the time tonight, and kill two birds with one stone. So I normally don't do orange, so I'm going out of my comfort zone here because I'm not a fan of the color orange. I don't really look good in orange, and I haven't really done any makeup looks with orange unless, you know, it's in with a rainbow or something. But today's gonna be all orange. So let's get started. First things first is make sure your face and hands are clean. So I already did that step. Alright, next step is I'm going to use a new primer. I've used it before and I absolutely love it. I splurged and bought this. It is the Professional by Benefit. It is this primer. Look at this lady running. I've been using the Tarte primer lately because of the stickiness, but I started using this today and was like, well, why the heck haven't I used it in a while? So this stuff really actually does fill in all of your pores. I love how smooth it makes my face feel. It makes it feel like a baby's butt. So next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something different for my eyes as a primer. So the primer that I'm going to use for my eyes is eyeshadow primer by Hard Candy. It's a little bit chewed up by my dog, but there's that. So the thing about that is it's kind of like the Professional primer, like smooth like that, but at the same time kind of sticky. It's hard to explain. It's thicker than the Benefit primer, so it sets on your eyes better. Alrighty, time for concealer, like you guys already know. I'm going to use my Baby Beauty blender. Alright, now let's keep going. So today the palette that I'm going to be using, I'm going to use a couple of them, is the Zodiac palette, Love Signs. I love this palette. Look how pretty it is. The inside, this middle, is a highlighter. And then matte colors on the inside, and the very outside is glitter colors. So, first color that I think I'm going to start with is this orange color right here. And good news is, guys, I found out the name of these pink brushes. They are Luxie brand. I looked up pink eyeshadow brushes online, and boom, here they come. So I'm going to use my eye shader brush, this little one, and I'm going to start the corner of my eye and put that here. I'm going to take this little tiny, well, smaller blending brush, put a little tiny bit on it. And then I'm going to take a little bit bigger blending brush to buff it out a little bit more. And I figured out I got this brush in with a makeup palette that I bought from Walmart. But I love it. It's actually really good quality. And every time I dip it, I'm not putting very much on it at all. So next I'm going to do is this like yellowy orange shade next to it. I'm going to use that as a transition shade and see how well that works. And what I'm doing with that is I'm taking it here to the middle of my eye and buffing it up and all over and around where I put that other eyeshadow. Like that. In the camera it looks more red, but it is orange, I promise. Alright, next step I'm going to do is, let's see. Actually, I think I'm about to make this super, super easy today. I'm going to buff this out a little bit more on the outside. And I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics V5 brush. It's a really big blending brush. Nothing on it. Actually, I'm going to put a tiny bit of that yellow-orange color. And then a little bit of the orange color. And I'm just buffing this all in, you guys. And then a little bit of the orange color. And I'm just buffing this all in, you guys. So what I am going to do is take the other end of this brush, the flat one, take some of that orange, and pat it on to my lid. And then take the other side and buff it out. Like that. Can't really see it, which sucks. The thing you have to be really careful about is if you do get these palettes, the matte colors are very, 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 very pigmented. So you have to be careful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush, and this is a Luxie brush, and it is called, it's the Luxie 221. It's a flat definer brush. I have a little piece of paper. I wrote the numbers down. Flat definer 221. And when I looked online, they were like $12 a piece or something. So I'm going to use, very first, I'm going to use this Leo color. That's what the name is, Leo, since it's Zodiac. And it's this dark middle orange yellow color. And I'm going to put that right here in between this dark orange and this light, like, non-pigmented part. And this is like a goldy shimmer. So I'm just going to pack that on. And then pack it onto my crease. Well, up into my crease. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take some of my setting powder and I'm going to spray this to wet it down a little bit. With the Zodiac palettes, some of the glitter or the shimmer colors, when you try to pack it on, they break up, and I don't want that to break up and have a whole bunch of fallout on my face. So I'm going to get my setting powder and do that, or my setting spray and do that. Okay, so normally when I do this, try not to do it where you're going to slip, but, you know, just like 6 inches away. Couple spritz on it. I usually turn the brush around too when I do it, that way it gets on both sides, and then just tap that in. Oh, there we go. I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to spritz it down again, and then I'm going to use the color right next to it, the shimmer color right next to it, called Virgo, and it's this light orange shade, and I'm going to put that in the corner of my eye. So I'm going to put it from where I put the first shimmer and blend it in, and then all the way to the corner of my eye, keeping it just below my crease though. Uh-oh. This is really, really light, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out. So I don't like how light that is. Like, it's orange, but it's really, really light orange. So I'm going to put, I got my NYX Ultimate eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna put this orange color on before, and then put the shimmer on and see if that works, because it's not really wanting to work for me right now. And I don't really have any other orange color that is going to do that for me. Worst case scenario, we'll use yellow, but I'm trying to stick to the orange theme. Alright. But what I am going to do is, I am going to use that same brush that I was using for it, the flat definer brush, and I am going to still spray a little bit of the my setting spray on it before I dip it in. That worked better. You can see that shimmer is really pretty. And it looks more like a yellow, but it's not. It is orange. More of a yellowy orange, but that's what I want, is a lighter orange so I can put it in the corner of my eye. And I'm going to go back over with that shimmer orange color again. I'm just going to use a different brush. I'm going to use my little rose stem brush with a teeny tiny little tip again. I like this one for packing. Should have used this one from the beginning, but, you know, really pack that on. I know I told you guys not to do this, but I'm going to try it. Well, don't mind the fallout on the corner of my eye, but I did get it to work. So, I mean, we work with what we got, right? job, Katrina. You just start out and you're already not doing very well. Just kidding. I should have checked the color before I did my makeup. So what I'm going to do is go back through with that matte, this color right here, that matte orangey shade, and I'm going to take it up above my crease, right there in the corner of my eye, to kind of put a little bit of color right there. Literally though, guys, I'm using the tiniest bit and a teeny tiny bit of this, the orange in my NYX palette. Then take my V7 brush, or V5 brush, with nothing on it, and blow it out. What I didn't think about before I started using my shimmery stuff out of my Zodiac palette is to put translucent powder under my eye. I had said in my very first video, my makeup video, that you can do that to keep fallout from sticking to your face. Well, since I put primer all over my face, it got stuck underneath my eye. So, let's hope that I can get rid of that when I'm done. So I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to do the top of my other eye, and then we'll continue on with the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm back, and let's show you this. I looked in the mirror, and I actually don't mind it that much. It doesn't look that bad once I got it blended and got the orange to show. So, next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to do my face makeup, and then we're going to go through and I'm going to blow out my bottom lash line. I have to put more primer under my eyes because I just had to clean out from underneath my eyes with baby wipes. So I'm going to put more of that Benefit Professional under my eyes. Today I'm going to be using my NYX Total Control foundation in light ivory, like I've used many times before. But this time I'm not going to put it on my face. I'm going to put it in the Beauty Blender. And that's all. Just kidding. You guys need to remember though, if you do your makeup the way I do and put your eyes on first, then your face, go as close as you can to the smoky eye, and then you have to go back through like I normally do and buff out the smoky eye. But don't go too close because that's when you make those straight lines, and we don't want the straight lines. So concealer time. My 16-hour camo concealer in light sand. My bags are bad today. Wow. I'm here squishing my Beauty Blender onto my little white towel that I have, and I had put my makeup onto the beauty blender first. I'm done doing that. I just wasted so much makeup. Okay. Now, off camera, I'm going to put on my powder foundation and my ELF Perfect Finish HD powder. If you haven't seen it, I'm using this for my translucent powder and the Maybelline Fit Me in Classic Ivory as my face color. So I will be back looking all white, and I'm gonna put on my bronzer also when I'm gone. So I will be back when I'm done with that. Okay guys, I'm back. Now it's time to blow out that bottom lash line. First, what I'm gonna do, and I only didn't do this on camera just because I was gonna do it with you guys, is I am going to reblend here and here. So I'm gonna start with a teeny tiny bit with a bigger blending brush of that darker orange. And I'm gonna start right here and blend right there and then blend it a little bit around. And then I'm going to take that in between color, teeny tiny bit, go right over the top of it, and blend around the edge. And boom, done. Okay, so I was thinking about it while I was finishing up my face, and I think what I want to do is blow out my bottom lash line with a yellow. I'm going to bust out my James Charles palette, and I'm going to use the color B, that yellow, which you'll see what I mean when you see it. And I'm going to blow out my bottom lash line with that. So I am going to use this fatter end this time. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be back to finish the rest of this look. So that's the kind of yellow I'm looking for. I am going to, though, take, and I'm going to use this little tiny blending brush and go in the corner and kind of pull it here a little bit with that in-between light orange color only, because I want to mesh the yellow in with the orange, and I'm just using the corner of this. And boom. So I'm going to get rid of this white off my face really quick. Let's buff this out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some blush on real fast, which I'm using my Hot Mama palette again. I told you it's my go-to, and my big, fluffy 50F brush from Farah. Okay, blush is on. Now let's do some eyeliner. We're gonna do a wing again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a wing. I'm not gonna try to do too crazy today because I did on accident last time. So I'm gonna take my wing a little bit smaller this time, and maybe if I do mess up, it won't be as big. So I'm gonna do that off camera. I have to do it in a different mirror. So I will be back to do a wing, but I'm doing just a black wing. And I'm going to only take it to probably the outside of the colored part of my eye. So not all the way down, but about 2/3 of the way in. And I will be back. You guys, this sad thing happened. Look at my nose. I didn't realize that there was freaking eyeliner on my freaking finger. And I touched it against it to lean it. Yeah, so now I'm going to wait to take it off until it's dry to try to get it off like mascara. So, yay. Now to finish the rest of my eyeliner. It happened right at the beginning too, of course. Alright, you guys, last steps. I did it. Let's show you the mess I made. I fucked up from the beginning. So, I wasn't going to do it this crazy, but it actually looks pretty cute. I think so anyways. So, I'm going to do some highlight. So, the highlight I'm going to use on my face, which you guys already know, it's going to be my Ofra highlight. I love this highlight. And I'm going to go off camera, do my mascara really quick. So I'm going to do this Aquarius color. It's an orangey yellow color. I like to use these ones as highlights sometimes because, one, they're still really pigmented, and two, they're glittery. The only problem with this is a lot of my colors have broke, so I've had to fix them, and this is one of the ones that have broke. Okay, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit more. Don't mind my dogs, they just like to bark. And this yellowy gold color in the middle. I'm going to do my mascara, and I'll be back. Alright guys, this is a finished look. I just used this, it's called Skin Limited Edition Berry Lip Fix. It's like a kind of glossy but chapstick and kind of minty but berry. It's weird. So, oh yeah, I did my mascara and my lashes are working for me. So, thank you again for watching my video, and like I always say, my Instagram is going to be in the description, so if you do this look, send them to me. I want to see them. Thank you again for watching my video. Send people over so they can see too, and have a great day. Bye.